What's up, everybody? This is Anthony. I'm going to teach you how to play that lick today, and I couldn't have taught this lesson before today because even though that lick has haunted me since the late 90s when I first heard it on the Howlin Wolf London Sessions with Eric Clapton, even though it's haunted me since then, I could figure out the notes, but I could not figure out how to physically play it. Just before we get started, if you're a member of our Locals program, there's going to be tablature waiting for you in the Pro Player along with a little backing track loop to practice over. All right, let's take a look at what's going on here. We're in the key of G, so our root fret's going to be down here at the 3rd fret. Our 4 chord would happen here at the 8th fret, so I want you to kind of visualize these two positions because that's kind of like our halfway point right there. We're going to go all the way up from the octave up there and down. We're going to do it in little 2-note chord or dyad double stops. So review. Those are the note pairs that we are working on, and we're going to descend through those. So before he launches into the full lick, we're approaching the end of the 12-bar sequence, and he's kind of hammering on this note. And then he goes... Okay, what's happening here is we're taking those first 2 note pairs that we do on our descent, and we're starting at the lower one, sliding up on the lower note, hitting the high string of that pair, back to the lower note, and then back again. Down on the higher note, back and forth. That might take some getting used to. You can alternate pick it. Or you can hybrid pick it like I'm doing here. And when he slides down the second time, that's where he begins his descent. Now, you heard the trouble I was having as I was sliding down here, and I'm going to show you what allowed me to actually get close to playing it. So here is the principle for our sliding descent. So if we ignore what we did at the beginning, let's focus on a motion that we use to get the desired sound on the way down. The recipe is focus on one pair at a time, play the lower note, then the higher note, and then slide down to the top note of the next pair. So that would be our first move. Then we would repeat lower note of this pair, top note of this pair again, down to the top note of the next pair. Then repeat here. Then repeat here. Then repeat here. Then here. Bottom, we can kind of adjust it to fit into the rhythm of the song. But real slowly. Okay? Now, the problem that was holding me up for years when I was trying to play this, I was having to constantly switch my hand shapes between this, back to this, this. Now, if I'm playing it as double stops, that's not that challenging. But when you factor in the slide, It's a lot of movement, and because you're sliding, and this is going at like 120 beats per minute, it proved too much for me to be able to I mean, that's not even at the speed that it's supposed to be at. So here is what the little change that allowed me to play this. Instead of fretting this like this, I would fret it like this, but then put my ring finger up here for these. So if it's one where I've got like a major shape, like I'd be playing over a major chord, I would play it like this, and then I would bring in my index finger for the ones where they're on the same fret. See how that works? Now I will say, if you've not picked something this way or using this arrangement before, this is going to feel weird, and you're going to get a lot of wear and tear on your middle finger here, because you will be fretting the high E string in a way that you're not used to doing. I start out with this arrangement. Because we're switching to the same fret, because we're switching back to the split fret, I bring my ring finger back in, and then right back. Okay, that in itself is gonna take up a lot of your time, but the real work begins when you try and put the two things together, because now we got to switch gears. We're going. Okay, as I said at the beginning, this lick has haunted me for decades. Every time I would sit down to try and play it, I could get the notes, but I could not play it, and so this little change in the finger position turned out to be what I needed in order to even get close. So if you like this lesson, first of all, thank you for watching it, choosing to watch educational content. If you're watching on YouTube, I commend you for that, because it's easy to get distracted. So give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, recommend it to a friend. And as always, if you like Eric Clapton, check out my array of Clapton courses over at Texas Blues Alley. You can buy courses individually, or you can join our membership program and get access to all my courses, 80 plus. I think it's over 150 hours of course material, and have a fancy online player with lots of features to help you study faster. And sometimes you get nice extras like tablature with this free lesson. Anyway, until next time, thanks for watching.